45 states and 3 foreign countries, from as far away as Japan, South Africa, and Zimbabwe. The best amateur bass anglers in the world gathered on the Arkansas River at Pine Bluff, Arkansas to decide the best of the best, the 1993 Wrangler BASS Federation National Championship. This is the end of a year-long tournament trail. To be here is an angling achievement. They qualify the hard way. Up from the grassroots, endless club tournaments, state competition, where only a 12-man team advances to the next level, the divisional tournaments. 5 divisions, the North, South, East, West, and Central, battle it out, rod to select the final few. They're here at Pine Bluff, the best of over 38,000 Bass Angler Sportsman Society's Federation anglers. Over the next 3 days, one of these Bassmasters will emerge as the 1993 Wrangler BASS National Champion, a prize worth $15,000. But that's not the only goal. The ultimate quest is the Bassmasters Classic, the World Championship of professional bass fishing. To reach the quest is to be the best in your division. 5 Wrangler anglers, the top scorer in each division, will be invited to the big show, the Bassmasters Classic, this August in Birmingham, Alabama.
And that's the ambition of all of us, just to go to the Classic. I mean, that's the #1 thing. Lifelong ambition for a bass fisherman to make it to the Bassmasters Classic. It'd be a dream come true, as far as I'm concerned.
Douglas Schott of Springfield, Oregon, a 3-time qualifier for the Wrangler BASS Federation Finals. 15 years of tournament fishing in bass clubs, and among the favorites here. The Western Division angler handles a flippin' pole like a pro. He should. Dub learned from D. Thomas of California, who developed the long rod flippin' technique. The pre-tournament favorite, Jim Romans of nearby Crossett, Arkansas. His secret, fish slow, then slow down.
Throwing it in the right place and wait till I fished 2 different lizards. Caught fish on both of them. I think it's just a matter of throwing it in the right place and wait till they open their mouth. Like that one just did. Yeah, good. That one's better. I don't know if they'll cull or not. Yeah. I didn't do that for you.
Fishing the river means a Bassmaster has to deal with barge traffic on the Arkansas River navigation system, either at the locks or running unexpectedly the first time into a rolling barge wake. But John Randy Riggs of Coburn, Virginia, may have figured out how the barge business can pay off for a Bassmaster. The Eastern Division angler is fishing a jig and pork frog around the barge terminal, where grain is being unloaded. Bait fish are attracted by the grain spillage, and where there's bait, there's bass. However, the best-built game plan may not hold true. Mike Holt of Lexington, Tennessee, the Southern Regional Champion, has a shallow water spinnerbait pattern working. But the water is falling in the backwater area he's fishing near the Pine Bluff Slackwater Harbor. And a weather front with strong winds will make this Wrangler BASS Federation Championship even more of a challenge. Stay tuned. The Bassmasters will be right back. Pine Bluff Convention Center, the host and weigh-in site of the 1993 Wrangler BASS Federation National Championship. Here, fishing fame and fortune has greeted the top anglers on the Bassmaster Tournament Trail. In 1984, on this weigh-in stage, Rick Clunn set the all-time Bassmasters Classic catch record of 21 bass, weighing 75 pounds, 9 ounces. Can history repeat? How do the best amateur anglers stack up to the pros? How the Wrangler anglers perform here may be a valuable tune-up for their hopes against the Classic pros in August. For the Federation Championship, the daily limit is 7 bass. And Mike Holt of the Southern Division has the limit. One of only 3 to be scored this first round.
Really surprised and impressed. I might mention you fished with us in the Wrangler Bass National Championship in Roanoke, Virginia on Smith Mountain Lake, you recall.
Oh, yes.
And also you with the 1990-92 Southern Division champ. So this ain't no new game to you. Folks, let's watch the scales. Here we go. Total weight, get up there. Folks, this is remarkable. 18 pounds, 7 ounces, folks. Let's give him a great hand. I think this may be our leader for sure for the day.
And on the day 1 leaderboard, Mike Holt of Tennessee takes a 1 pound, 9 ounce lead over Cliff Holyfield of Mississippi. Arkansas favorite James Romans is 3rd, followed by Dub LaShot of Oregon and John Randy Riggs of Virginia. Round 2 of the Federation Championship. Tournament leader Mike Holt is fishing close, less than a half mile from the launch ramp at Pine Bluff. He's flipping a 7-inch ribbed plastic worm with a paddle tail, which finally paid off yesterday.
Tried the spinnerbait early. That's how I found the fish. They wouldn't bite it. At 10 o'clock, I changed back to the flipping stick and got my bites in. Kind of slow all day. I probably missed 7 or 8 bites, which happens with this worm. You don't get a tick like a normal worm bite. Like when I look over to you, my line could be going 90 miles an hour and me never feel it. I got one that owes me up there by a beaver dam. I missed her twice yesterday. I got her today, though. Missed that fish twice yesterday. Thank you, Laura.
Jim Romans in 3rd place is working on another limit. The Arkansas angler is fishing a shallow backwater mossy flat for spawning bass. He's using a 6-inch zoom lizard and alternating a centipede lure. The fish in Dub LaShot's area are moving into backwater canals. The Oregon Bassmaster is flipping a small black and red flake tube bait that gets it. Dub says the lure closely matches the crawfish the largemouth are feeding on.
Good fish, good fish. There you go, buddy. That's the best one of the day. That's what we're looking for.
That fish put Dub LaShot back in the hunt to win the tournament. He started today in 4th place, only 4 pounds, 5 ounces off the lead.
You know, not getting a lot of bites in a day's time, but the quality fish are hitting it. You might catch one that spawned, and then you might catch one that's looked like it's come off a nest. And then the next one's definitely a pre-spawn fish. It's a new fish, just like that last one. That's a pre-spawn fish. And they're moving in these spawning cuts out here on these outside edges, starting to migrating back in. There are fish back in the backs of them, too, that already have gotten back there and are already on the nest.
The bright sunshine is helping the bed fishermen, like Jim Romans. He's anchored down and slowly shaking the plastic lizard to trigger a strike.
There's number 7. Get out of that trolling motor.
Whew.
Dub Lashot's hooked another good fish, if he can get it in the boat.
Holy mackerel.
Jim Romans has switched to the watermelon-colored centipede worm and hooks another keeper. He can cull with this fish.
Yo! Thank you.
Dub Lashot's got a 7 bass limit. There's going to be some big bags at today's second round weigh-in.
That'll help. Help a little bit, not much.
Not since the glory days of Rick Clunn's 1984 championship has a Pine Bluff Convention Center crowd been treated to so impressive a bag of bass.
Watch it. This is the biggest creel in this tournament. Watch the scale of Copeland. Watch it.
He's got a big one away, too.
23 pounds, 8 ounces. Let's give it a hand, folks. Let's stand up one time. Everybody stand up where you are. Stretch your legs. Come on, gang. Let's stand up. Boy, that is. Let's go, gang. Give him a salute. We got 2 fantastic bass.
Get a couple big fish.
Pick up a couple of big ones. They show up to the camera.
The biggest one.
Great goodness, that folks. He's blowing the roof off of this thing. He's won all the chips. These 2 bass are spectacular bass. This is the largest creel of the tournament. Brother, you are on your way.
And moments later, Rick McCarty of Illinois and the Northern Division weighs in the largest bass of the tournament.
Easy, lay her down. Remember, she's got to be bigger than 6'12". And the weight, 7 pounds, 9 ounces. Let's have a nice hand. Congratulations. Look at Ruth.
But the excitement's not over. Yesterday's tournament leader, Mike Holt of Tennessee, has another big catch.
Michael, you just seem to keep on rolling.
I'm trying. It was tough today.
How many total fish?
5.
5 bass. Boy, you got 2 keepers in there. Look over your shoulder. Those fellas looking at you.
It ought to be 7, though.
Well, okay, you ready? Here we go. The weight for Mike Holt, 18.7 yesterday. Today's weight, 16 pounds even. Let's give him a nice salute. Folks, that's consistency.
Stay tuned. The Bassmasters will be right back with final round action in the 1993 Wrangler BASS Federation National Championship from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Don't go away. The biggins are biting. The final round. The last chance for the 1993 Wrangler anglers to qualify for the Bassmasters Classic. Dub Lashot of Springfield, Oregon returns to his backwater canal near Pine Bluff. He's pulled out to a 3-pound, 3-ounce lead in the overall standings. First round leader Mike Holt of Tennessee slips to second, and Jim Romans of Arkansas holds on to third place. Dub's got some work to do to win the tournament, but he's almost a cinch to qualify for the Classic. He has a hefty 25-pound lead in the Western Division.
Yates. Okay, now we got something going.
The cold front and windy conditions may give Mike Holt some problems. He's counting on his half-ounce Billy Phillips Magnum spinnerbait this morning. But so far, Mike's luck hasn't been good. Oh, that fish just came unbuttoned. But when you're hot, and Lady Luck is on the side of tournament leader Dub Lashot.
Hold on. Hey, like I had a catastrophe on that one.
But don't count Mike Holt as history. Not just yet.
Yes. Thank you, Lord. I believe that other one was just as big. Oh, yes, sir. I like it when God's on my side.
Dub Lashot is red hot. He's hooked another bonus-sized largemouth in the back end of the canal, located off the Slackwater Harbor area. Dub's finding fish in all stages of the spawn, pre-spawn, spawning, and post-spawn. And new fish are moving in. He's found a bass bonanza. Mike Holt's battling 3-foot waves and muddying water. But the big willow leaf blade on his Mr. Bill spinnerbait is calling him up. The Magnum-size spinnerbait is designed by Billy Phillips of Tennessee and a former Federation qualifier in the Bassmasters Classic. When you're in the tournament lead, there's one rule. Play with them in the boat. Double shots, not fooling around. Wow, what a shootout. Mike Holt's got another one.
Number 7.
And double shots in business again. This is close. Maybe only ounces separate the leaders.
Whoa, Lordy!
The final weigh-in. What a show. The 1993 Wrangler BASS Federation Championship has come down to a face-off between the two daily leaders, Mike Holt and Dub LeShot. And yesterday's leader is first at the scales.
Already in like Flynn. He has 37 pounds and 10 ounces before he got here today. And the weight. Folks, look at this scale. 18 pounds, 6 ounces. Let's give him a great hand, folks. That is an incredible job. Let's hope.
Dub LeShot's got the lead, a 3-day total of 56 pounds. Mike Holt is the last roadblock. Mike needs over 21 pounds to claim the title.
Matter of pounds and ounces. As a matter of fact, down to half ounces. I don't know whether you got enough. What do you think?
I don't know either.
What do you think you got?
I know I'm nervous.
I know, but what do you think your weight is?
No idea.
You have no.
Weigh 'em, Don.
What's the rush? Let's let this thing last.
I've been waiting long enough.
I don't like a one-day honeymoon. All right, weigh him and let's go, Don. You got to have 21 pounds, 10 ounces. If he does, he's $15,000 richer. 21 pounds, 15 ounces!
What a tournament. Mike Holt, the 1993 Wrangler BASS Federation National Champion. A photo finish. The winner over Dub LeShot by a mere 6 ounces. It was a 2-man horse race. James Romans finished third, followed by Ricky Shumpert of South Carolina and Brian Kerschel of Connecticut. Right now, it's time for the Pros Pointer, the how-to section of the Bassmasters. Brought to you by Wrangler, the most comfortable jeans known to man.
Basically, what I was doing was taking this crawfish fish formula. Naturally, I use it on the bait itself for the scent attraction. I know they like the crawfish scent. I've used it for several years. But I have I believe, even more important reason with my flipping. I use it to lubricate my hand and lubricate the line. I just basically make a mess. I just get it on my fingers where I'm going to be touching the line. And I'll rub it on my bait. Then I'll throw it out, first flip, and I'll just work it through the line. I'm coating the line the whole way, the whole length of the line that I'll be flipping. Makes the whole line sort of lubricated. And I'll get it down at the bottom part too. All the way, on the sinker, on the hook, on everything. And now I'm ready to flip.
The 1993 Wrangler BASS Championship, the end of the Bassmaster Federation Tournament Trail. But only the beginning for 5 Wrangler anglers, the individual division champions, who qualify for the 1993 Bassmasters Classic World Finals of Professional Bass Fishing, August 12th through 14th in Birmingham, Alabama. And what a lineup. Mike Holt of Tennessee representing the Southern Division. Dub LeShot of Oregon from the Western region. James Romans of Arkansas from the Central Division. Brian Kerschel of Connecticut from the East. And Rick McCarty of Illinois, the Northern Division leader. We hope you've enjoyed this special presentation of the 1993 Wrangler BASS National Championship. And be on board next week when the Bassmasters follow the pros to Bull Shoals Lake, Arkansas. The Bassmasters